we're 2 in. And this next one is actually the one I've been fearing the most. This is the last one that we will be watching alone, just the Elizabeths, until we are allowed to have guest stars, who will be just our friends that we've roped into doing this with us. This one we're going to watch completely silent.
We cannot talk.
No talking. And I don't know if you know, like, we've not had phones, we've not had internet. There's nothing.
On airplane mode.
Nothing.
There's been no distractions. She had to beg me for the
nail polish.
The right to paint her nails earlier. So I was like, this might be too much of a distraction. But I let her. It didn't take very long.
Very kind.
It takes me longer to paint my nails.
And I'm one of those people who habitually, like, I'll be talking and I'll just be like playing games on my phone. I'm kind of addicted to Candy Crush, so
true.
It's gonna be a hard one.
Can't wait.
All right. Oh, brown rice and vegetables and silence. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 3. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And welcome to There's Something Wrong with the Elizabeths. Well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, welly. First off, we had some brown rice and vegetables.
Yeah. And we were allowed to start drinking.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes. How did you like the brown rice and vegetables, by the way?
It was good. It was
worse
way better than the dog food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Way better than the dog food.
It gets a bum rap. Plus, like, there's so many other healthy things besides brown rice and vegetables. Like, if I'm really trying to be healthy and be a dancer or whatever, I'd maybe add like a hard-boiled egg or salmon, like some fish.
As Nomi might say it, salmon.
Salmon, she might say that,
she would say salmon.
You know, she does her best.
How did you find watching the movie in complete silence?
First off, okay, this is not my spotlight for the movie, but this is my spotlight for us and our friendship. Twice during this viewing, we telepathically knew exactly what we both like at the same time, because we noticed things that we hadn't noticed before.
I was very proud of that.
Yes, once we noticed that in an early scene you see Molly making the same outfit that
Nomi
wears when she's kicking the rock star's ass. And the second thing we both noticed, I think, was the 2 gay guys dancing.
Yeah, there's 2 gay guys dancing.
Yeah, so that's
and they're
nice
like hardcore, like sweet.
Right, they're definitely being very lovey and very gay. So we both noticed twice. And we didn't consult each other before we started this video. I started talking about what we both noticed without asking her if we were both actually responding to the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
So, I think it's a good idea now that we've had some alcohol and that we've been watching this movie for a long time. I want to talk about something serious with this movie. I've got so many things.
Oh yeah, we've been taking notes.
Down, so many notes. Like this is what Elizabeth.
This is just for one viewing.
This is how Elizabeths are. But I want to talk about the way minorities are treated in this movie.
Okay.
Both women and people of color. I mean, only black people. I guess there's some Hispanics. Kind of. There's maybe Italian-looking people. I mean,
there's the Japanese people.
There's Japanese people
who are hated
on in this movie. They are evil.
It's a Japanese convention out there. Maybe it's a convention from Japan. You don't know.
This Japanese man is definitely gonna have sex with you for money, knowing that you are uncomfortable right now. And there's Japanese masks that you walk past
that you see right after the boat show scene.
And they're never in the show or anything. They're just like there in the
not
background.
addressed.
No. So, do you want to start? Do you have thoughts on the way it's treated, or I've got notes that I've taken?
Go ahead and start.
Well, first off, so this movie, and it's so complicated. It's so complicated because
it's more complicated than people give it credit for.
More complicated than you give it credit for. I do think I read several times that they were wanting this to be a feminist movie, kind of. Like, they talked to Vegas showgirls and strippers and then, like, totally ignored everything that they said, I'm sure, because we'll talk about that later, a different video. But despite it really not being a feminist movie, I don't feel at all, it does pass the Bechdel test, technically. You have multiple times two women with names talking for more than a minute or 5 minutes or whatever.
That's 30 seconds.
30 seconds about, God, that is such low standards, about things that aren't men. However,
it happens really early on in this movie.
yeah, it happens multiple times, but the things that they talk about are their diet with the brown rice and vegetables, the dog food, the chips, and their nails, which they talk about multiple times. So you've got diet and nails.
Yeah, I think Molly and Nomi do okay.
I mean,
they talk
Molly
about...
asks her where she's from.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really answer because it's
Well, they talk about, like,
she's not a good
audition
liar.
and her in school.
That's true, yes.
Which I will never get over the line, a couple more classes and they'll have to give me that degree. That's how degrees work.
No one gave me my degree. I earned it.
Yeah,
and
you go to the classes
yeah.
and you do the work and then they give you the degree. Like,
that's how it works. It's not...
she's not extorting them.
Okay, you're right. They go to school, they go to work. I still feel like most of it's talking about diet and nails, but it does pass the Bechdel test.
Mm-hmm.
That is something for this movie. That's something. Okay, the African American characters in the movie. We've got Molly. Let's talk about Molly. She is perfect in every way. She's
Molly is
goddamn
the
angel.
only good
She's
character.
the only decent person.
Yeah, and we talked about it. She's the only one who wins nothing.
Nothing.
She gets nothing.
Japanese guy gets.
Yeah,
they are
he
loving
ends up
each
with
other.
the he ends up with the redhead at the
They
end.
love each other at the end.
Everyone that is a bad guy gets something.
Uh-huh.
Even Nomi, who leaves town. Everyone gets something. Molly gets raped. And then I guess the thing you could say she gets is that Zach says that, oh, he'll make sure that that she gets money to
she'll
open
be able to
a
buy
shop.
a shop. Yeah.
Like,
But that's not.
No.
Uh-uh.
Molly is the only good character, and she's the only one who doesn't get anything.
Why does that happen to Molly?
I don't know.
And again, like, I just don't know thematically what that is supposed to mean, because Nomi, like, paints her nails all black and goes and does something badass, but, like, she's just being a criminal again. Like, she's done this, like, this isn't anything new. She's not learning anything. She's got no new way. She doesn't call the police, you know? I mean, she could call the police.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Zach
the
threatens...
casino is going to cover it up, but, like, the hospital won't. You know?
Right.
Like,
No, they have to
there's
call the
options
police.
here, yeah.
She has vaginal tears. A social worker is coming to see her. And that's when Zach starts with his tirade about how, no, you're a part of a team, and this is what a team does, and you're going to be famous and be on billboards and make money for us. And it's just like, she doesn't call the police. I mean, she just beats the shit out of him. She's just, I mean, and that's not, I mean, okay, I guess it's nice that she does that for her friend, but she also could have sacrificed something of herself there and made sure that this doesn't happen to anybody in the future.
Well, and if she's planning to leave Vegas anyway, why not call the police?
She
'Cause
doesn't
you're
plan
not gonna have
anything.
I know.
And she's that rape scene.
Oh.
Well, it's terrible.
If you
It's
have
a
not
terrible
seen Showgirls,
rape
the
scene.
rape scene is incredibly explicit and totally unnecessary. And like,
it doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
If I was gonna rape someone, that's not how I would do it.
Open window. Like I said, open.
How are you gonna cover this up? Like, seriously? I mean, I mentioned it earlier. Like, Ben Roethlisberger, it was more of I'm just saying.
This might be really controversial, but I want to say
Okay.
Showgirls is not the best representation of real events.
Also, the other black character in the movie.
Well, there's three, but I don't remember the third
Oh,
girl's
right.
name.
There's the girl.
The one who gets, like, who trips and breaks her knee.
and
But
breaks her knee. She's
but-
a bitch.
Yeah,
But
well,
I don't feel like there's any character.
She doesn't have development.
She don't, yeah.
But James Smith, choreographer, we learned his full name.
I am proud of 1995's Showgirls for having an interracial, relationship. It's not like a thing. It's just a very casual, like, like black guy, whatever. He has some characteristics. You know, there's something about him. When he gets a girl pregnant, he marries her. He's like, you know,
even though openly admitting to not necessarily loving her, he's like, I'm gonna do the right thing.
I'm responsible and do the right thing. That's a great representation. That's not something that you get a lot. We are quickly turning on James, though.
Wait, I wrote it
noticing.
All caps. Like, the first showing, we were like, James is such a great character. What a great guy. And then we're just like, fuck James. He needs to get people's attention, so he goes like this. When they, the dog paid attention, because that's what you do to dogs to get their attention. He also calls people a bitch.
Yeah.
Constantly.
That's not good.
While also simultaneously judging her for being a stripper, and then judging her for being a showgirl.
He's such an annoying prick. Like, he's so judgy, and he's so, like, mean to her because she's doing her job. Like, you're not her dad. Well, you don't. Even, I wouldn't let my dad tell me what job to have. Like, I wouldn't
let my dad go like, that to me. Whoa.
Oh, no, sir. That's not, I don't like that.
But see, I think it's that he wants to be a choreographer. He moves to Las Vegas from New York to choreograph, which is weird. He's working as a bouncer and a bellhop. Gets fired from both places. She wants to be a dancer, so she's working as a stripper. That's dancing. Then she wants to be a dancer, so she's working as a showgirl. That's dancing. I think a lot of his judgment and his, like, prickishness comes from that she is at least attempting to live her dream. He fails again, and then gets a girl pregnant and starts working for his mother at a supermarket. Like that, and that's in the movie.
He also seems to have this image of, like, what he does as high art because he's starving, like the starving artist, and, like, she's making a lot of money showing her TNA, and I think he's resentful of that. He can't do that, to be fair. He can't make a bunch of money doing that, so he's got to do this high art stuff that nobody really appreciates, even though I'd say the one that he choreographs is the best dance scene. It's the least crappy dance scene in the movie.
So I will say, he can't show TNA, but in the showgirls thing, there are an equal number of male dancers.
There are. That's true.
So
he could do that.
He could be a male dancer.
He could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that back. He could, but he doesn't. That
But
would
he's
be
not
selling
going
out.
to because it's selling out.
That would be selling out.
Yeah, which is only selling out when someone's buying it.
Good.
I forgot when you were talking about the diversity.
Uh-huh.
When Kyle MacLachlan says possession of crack cocaine, and it's like you've been doing coke the whole movie. It's because crack cocaine is the black cocaine.
That's the black people cocaine.
That's the black people cocaine. So he can be judgy about it.
This movie. It is a judgy movie, let me tell you. What was your spotlight for this viewing?
Oh, God.
What was mine? Oh, I should say, too, that this movie, although it doesn't happen as much as the Bechdel test passing, I don't know what the other test is called, the one where it was the exact same thing as a Bechdel test. It was just two people of color talking, that have a name talking for more than 30 seconds about someone who isn't white.
This one doesn't pass that.
No, it does, because Molly and she has a name, but I don't remember it. Molly and
not Nikki,
something else.
Jamie?
Something, yeah, I think it's Jamie.
Yeah.
They talk about her snatch and her G-string.
Oh, that's right. My spotlight in this showing was everyone is really committed to their character and their scenes.
Yes.
Like, really, we've been noticing that. It's amazing.
Even in the background.
So, in the background, it's great. And, like, one of my favorite things is that anytime you hear anyone talking in the background, they're saying something that's relevant to their character. And my favorite was Crystal in the press junket scene. When she's walking away, she says, they could have at least gotten me roses. And then, as soon as we see Naomi with flowers, they are roses.
That's good.
And it's real quiet, and it's in that one scene, but she's bitter she's not getting roses, and then Nomi gets roses.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's intense.
What was your spotlight?
I think my spotlight is... I have two. I don't know which one to go with.
Well, we do have... how many?
Know.
9 more showings?
We have a lot of... Okay, I'm going to go with... I like, and they kind of fuck it up there at the end, but I like the continuity with the holidays. The first, when you first open on Showgirls, it's Halloween, because there's all this Halloween stuff. People are walking around in costumes. I assume they don't do that every day in Las Vegas. But then shortly after that, then it's 6 weeks later, and there's like holiday decorations. Now they don't mention Christmas once at all in the whole movie. No one's like, oh, I gotta take a break and go see my family. Like, nobody has families in this.
Except for the one girl who brings her kids to work.
She brings her little British orphan children
backstage. Well, she's topless.
Yeah, well, she's topless. And she seriously rented those children because they did not come from her. She's got like these ratty braids.
Oh, her braids.
And she's just like such trash. Like, this woman is terrible.
She needs to wash her braids or re-braid them. She's got like half an inch of
frizzy,
growth
it's gross.
under her
She's
braids.
a gross person.
And they're like waist long, but then she shoves them underneath a wig.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't know.
Oh, she's such garbage. But like that person. But her
she
children
is one of the bad guys.
Are precious, and they're just these like little British children. They're not British, but that's how they look to me. They're like,
they do look like the Mary Poppins kids.
Yeah, the Mary Poppins kids. It's just like, are you their babysitter? No, they call her their mom. I don't know.
I love that that's your shining light, because I seriously wondered if the answer to what genre is this movie is it a Christmas movie?
Is it?
Yeah, it's just like Die Hard is the perfect Christmas movie. Maybe this is a Christmas movie. It's all about morality.
Yeah. Well, and then, but then again, though, they ruin it because then she gets in the pool. And it's like, I get that it's probably warm during the day in Las Vegas, Nevada, even in December. Like, it's probably like Texas.
Yeah.
We're in Texas, by the way. But it's not like get in the pool warm at night. You know, like, I just don't buy that.
And let's point out, she got in the pool. She got in the pool in December. Under the water, when she comes back up, her nipples are still not hard.
They're hard.
They're not hard.
No,
they are not. They're hard once she starts being a dying fish, but not before.
I think they are before.
Nope. Watch it again.
We're gonna watch it again. We don't have a choice.
Before we watch it again, I'm a very high-powered,
of course, you are.
Business movie executive,
businesswoman,
and I'm looking to invest in a movie. And I heard that you, young lady, have a business movie making idea. Hit me.
I do. Thank you for meeting me. First
course.
off, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you like movies?
But sure.
No, exactly. I hate movies. Because when I'm watching movies, I'm seeing it's like a character, right? And they like learn something. Not only do I hate learning, but I hate watching people learn.
I don't want to learn about their learning.
I end up learning through their learning. It's like this empathy thing, and I don't like it, and I think most of America's with me on this. So, what I am proposing is a movie where we have a character who starts off being kind of a sketchy character, and then she learns nothing for over 2 hours, spanning months of time, and learns absolutely nothing. And at the end of the movie, she is like exactly where she started at the beginning.
Now, when you say exactly when she started,
like in the same car. Headed in the same direction, but like further past, so she can keep going down her path of shittiness.
So she could basically have just stayed in the car.
She could have just stayed in the car.
And the world would be the same.
Yes, I want the whole movie to basically just be like veering off from the path that she's destined to go down. Now, one thing that I also want to have, because although I hate learning about things, I do enjoy feeling good about myself. Okay. So I want to have a lot of complex themes in my movie, like I want us to show the exploitation of women and like sexual assault and like some serious things, but I don't want to think too long about those things because it like makes me feel
they're not
icky,
fun to think about.
But I feel good that we touched on them for a minute, you know? So I'm gonna need $40 million to buy up all the glitter in the world and also like a bunch of wigs. Just
Can one of them
many wigs.
be like a woman is wearing a mop on her head a white woman is wearing a mop on her head that's not been cared for well.
Yes.
Because I really do enjoy feeling superior in my personal grooming to the pores.
Oh, absolutely, we'll have that. And there are going to be tits everywhere. So it's going to be a movie about, like, the exploitation of women. It's very important to me, though, that there's lots of tits and ass and the occasional vagina all the time. And
So
also,
if you don't want to listen to what they're saying,
I don't want to listen to what they're
just
saying.
watch their boobs.
And I don't want to actually think about them and their issues. I just want to touch on it so that I feel good about myself, but I don't have to learn anything. I get to see tits, and also it's very important that we don't pay the women that much money. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking we should pay them less than they would have made if they were actual sex workers.
Because that idea is such a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to give you some of their salary.
Oh, awesome.
And I will give you $44 million.
Oh, yes.
Deal.
I wasn't going to pay them $4 million cumulatively, but thank you very much. That's my pitch.
Sold. I am on board, man.
Thank you. I almost went for a high five and just
I'm a
slapped
business
you
exec.
across the face.
It'd be appropriate for the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot of slapping and hitting.
Yeah, it happens. Also, like, throwing water and
there's
booze
so
in your
much.
face.
So you ready for showing number 4?
I'm so ready.